According to Buddhist teachings, in each person's life there are 4 things that we absolutely should not owe anyone, even if they are relatives, which are money, affection, time, and responsibility. Why is that? Many people still think that if we are brothers in the family, we should not distinguish between what is yours and what is mine. That way we can demonstrate our close relationship. However, according to the experience of the ancients, even if we are blood brothers, we must keep our money separate to avoid damaging our relationship. In reality, in family relationships, especially between siblings, sometimes financial issues can become complicated. When one of the 2 people is in trouble and needs support, lending or borrowing money can become a sensitive situation. But the important thing is that we need to keep everything clear and transparent. This not only helps avoid misunderstandings, but also protects family relationships in the long term. Debt money between siblings, there are things that need to be very smooth. If a promise is made, it must be kept on time. For example, if one person borrows money from another, it is essential to pay it back on time to maintain trust. If one person is often late or does not pay the debt, it will easily lead to unnecessary conflicts, affecting the feelings between the 2 parties. Don't think that being fair will make you unhappy. On the contrary, it is the lack of clarity that creates an uncomfortable feeling for both parties. A clear financial agreement will help both parties feel more comfortable, avoiding potential conflicts. In fact, discussing finances can create opportunities for both parties to understand each other better and build stronger trust. Therefore, even though they are relatives, it is best to be clear about financial debts with each other. Only when everything is transparent can the relationship develop sustainably and not be affected by unnecessary misunderstandings. Always remember that family affection is very precious, but to preserve it, we need to be careful and clear in financial matters. Debt of gratitude. Between friends, it is best not to get into debt of gratitude, especially if they are relatives. Many people may be skeptical if they are relatives. How can they avoid owing each other affection? Because usually, family members often volunteer to do something for each other, help each other without asking for anything in return. But that is why we should be more alert to live a full life with a conscience. If someone helps us once, we must pay back 1 or double, or even more. Never stop trying. Do everything you can to repay the kindness of giving birth and raising our parents. However, there are some favors that we may not be able to repay in this lifetime. Right before our eyes is the grace of giving birth and raising our parents. So let's keep trying. Do everything we can to repay our parents. In addition, living in this world, we must have gratitude and kindness to spread the flame of love everywhere. If everyone can do that, this world will become many times more beautiful. Debt of responsibility. Life is like a big play in which each person takes on a different role, and each role has its own obligations and responsibilities. We cannot simply step off the stage without fulfilling our role, because each responsibility has a profound meaning, a debt that we need to repay. For example, if you are a child, the responsibility of being filial and taking care of your grandparents and parents is indispensable. They are the ones who have sacrificed and devoted their whole lives to raising and educating you, so you absolutely must not abandon this responsibility. That is the debt of responsibility of a child towards his or her parents, a sacred duty that must be fully fulfilled. If you are a husband and wife, your responsibility is not only love, but also loyalty and respect for each other. Marriage is a long journey, and overcoming all the difficulties of life together is the way you show your love and obligation to each other. It is often said that it takes 1,000 years of cultivation to have the fate to be husband and wife, so do not owe each other sincerity and tolerance. If you are a father or mother, your responsibility is to nurture, educate, and guide your children, helping them grow up in a good environment. You need to create a loving space, encourage your children to develop the necessary thinking, qualities, and life skills. For siblings in the same family, the debt you must remember is to live responsibly, love, protect, and help each other. Family is not only a place to share joy, but also a place to support each other to overcome challenges in life. Always create beautiful memories, share sadness and happiness together so that family affection becomes stronger. Each role in the play of life has its own value and meaning, and fulfilling one's responsibilities well will make life more meaningful. Let us always remember that love and responsibility will lead us on the path to finding happiness and fulfillment in life. Time debt. We need to help our children realize the value of love, sincerity, and responsibility towards themselves and others. In today's world, where material success is often put first, it is easy to forget the core values of family. However, when we look back, we will see that the memories together, the deep conversations, and mutual support are the most precious things. We need to spend time together because time is a priceless gift that cannot be replaced by anything. Cherish the moments with your loved ones because that is what creates lasting happiness. Let's nurture beautiful feelings together so that every day that passes is a wonderful gift. The life lesson that everyone should learn is the value of time and family affection. Time, a precious but irretrievable asset, often passes quickly. Therefore, each of us should not waste time. Cherish every precious second and minute with our loved ones. Love and care for them while you still can, because nothing is more painful than feeling regret and remorse when it is too late. Life is too short and impermanent. Every moment with family is a precious gift that we need to cherish. Buddha advises that when we are born into this life, we should not owe each other debts of love and responsibility, even if they are the most beloved people. If possible, live so as not to owe each other these things, then the family will be more peaceful and harmonious. A happy family is not only based on material support, but also on the spiritual and emotional care that each member gives to each other. Understanding, sharing, and love will create strong connections, helping us overcome all difficulties in life. We often think that big things create happiness, but it is the small daily actions that contribute significantly to building a sustainable home. Family affection is a solid foundation for happiness, and every meal together, every story shared, or relaxing moments together are all bricks that build happiness. We need to regularly express our feelings, spend time with each other, and create beautiful memories, because these memories will be the baggage that follows us throughout our lives. Living sincerely and being grateful to those around us not only helps us feel more clearly about the value of life, but also creates a warm space for relationships. Remember, love and care are not only responsibilities, but also one of the greatest joys in life. Love needs to be nurtured and expressed every day, and do not hesitate to show gratitude for what you receive from your family. Live so that every day that passes becomes a memorable memory, so that you will never have regrets when looking back. Life is a colorful journey, and we have the right to decide how we will live, love, and leave marks in the hearts of our loved ones. Let every moment with your family become an indispensable part of your journey to find happiness. We are born into this life, and in any position, it is important to fulfill our responsibilities well. Living well is not about trying to be better than others, but about fulfilling the tasks and obligations we have received. No matter how close and attached the relationship is, there are still things that people should not owe each other. When you make a promise, you must keep it, because the promise is the thread that connects trust between people. Keeping a promise not only shows respect, but also creates a solid foundation for relationships. If we cannot fulfill our responsibilities or keep our promises, we should be honest in sharing so as not to hurt each other's feelings. Thus, transparency and sincerity will help maintain sustainable relationships, creating a more meaningful life. Finally, responsibility is not only an obligation, but also a way to show love and care for those around you. Money can damage feelings. Unrequited love will create psychological burdens. Time past cannot be recovered, and unfulfilled responsibilities will make us feel inadequate. Therefore, living fully, keeping promises, and showing sincerity will help us build strong and meaningful relationships. Always remember that when we live responsibly and know how to appreciate what we have, life will become more meaningful. If you have your own opinion on this issue, please leave a comment. Don't forget to follow the channel so you don't miss interesting content in the future. See you in the next articles.